Alright, so I'm going to be opening up and disassembling this Lenovo ThinkPad T480. So it's having a fan issue. Let me see if you can hear it. Is it powering up right now? Oh, actually the fan's not making the sound right now. So it was making like a grinding sound and then it was giving a fan error. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to open it up, see what's going on, and see if we can stop the fan from making the noise. Alright. Oh, there we go. So the fan wasn't spinning at all this time, so it's giving a fan error. At one point it was actually making a sound, like it was scraping on something. So let's see what's going on here. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, of course, we're just flipping this over. Let's go ahead and remove any USB devices, okay? We're going to now pull these two tabs to the side and then slide the battery back. Oh, this one locks in place. This one you have to hold it because it's spring-loaded. Once you pull the battery back, this one automatically goes inwards again. But here you go. All right, battery model number if you need it. Let's see if we can find it. So they have this part number here. I don't know if you can read that. 01AV490. There's also another part number, SB10K97580. I don't see any other types of part numbers, so you can just search up the T480 battery. Just make sure it's a ThinkPad battery. Alright, so let's go ahead now and remove all the screws from the bottom. So I believe these are PH1 or JS1 screws. So get a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver and go ahead and remove all the screws from the bottom. Alright, so I think the screws might actually stay in place. If they don't, you want to keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. And if you mix them up, you can damage your computer. Anyways, we're just undoing all the screws here. Looks like there's actually not too many screws. So hopefully this model will be pretty easy to take apart. So, alright, now we got all those screws out. Let's go ahead and try popping this bottom cover off here. Alright, so it's a little bit tough. I'm getting between the little gaps here with my fingernails. You can use plastic pry tools, and as you can see, it is popping up. So this one's actually coming out quite easily. This side is actually a little bit stuck. Let's see. So the clip is on, or the thing that goes under the clip is on this part, on this side, and then the clip is actually going from over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull this plastic in as we lift it up. So hopefully that will help us get this side that's stuck out. Okay, and yes, that worked. So I pushed this plastic in as I pulled it up, and there we go. Right, we're going to continue going over down this side here. Just like this, kind of using my fingernails, and then I'm pushing with my thumb to kind of like twist it out this way. Okay, we're going to continue going over. Right, this side's coming out. If you have the little rubber thing in here, you do want to take that out. The customer doesn't have that, so we didn't have to remove that. Sorry if I didn't mention that earlier. Okay, so make sure that screw's loose. Okay, we're going to continue going around, going to the sides, and then we're going to do the same thing, going down this side, pulling that, same thing, I'm just using my fingernail and pulling like that. If your computer is just having like a startup issue, like it's not powering on or something, you can try pressing the little button in here. There's a little hole. You use a pin or a folded out needle, or sorry, folded out paper clip, and just press that button for about 15 seconds. If you're lucky, that might fix that issue. Alright, so we're going to just continue going down here, and then just pulling up and prying up this here. Okay, so you can see it's coming out. This side's a little bit stuck, so we're gonna go ahead and continue over on this side. Alright, same thing, just continue following along, pulling it up just like this. Okay, feels like most of it is out, so let's see if we can lift this. Okay, it's still stuck a bit. These clips over here are always quite a bit tricky to remove. You might have to use a tool to do that, but let's see here. So you can see it's lifting, it's not really coming out. Let's try with this plastic tool here. Okay, so I think this is the actual clip. So I'm going to try and pop in there and see if I can twist that out. Nope, that doesn't want to budge. So I'm not sure if there's a simple way to unclip this. Maybe if we kind of pull the whole plastic part up while we kind of pull it out. So let's see, I'm gonna pull with my thumb. Oh, that did help. Okay, so here you can see this part came up. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to pull this whole plastic panel up this way as I kind of pull it forward towards myself. Okay, and there we go. So here you can see that worked. So basically, if you have a tool that can kind of pull in here and pull that clip up, that would help, but it's very difficult to do it that way. So I'm basically just pulling this whole cover over that direction as I kind of lift it up. Okay, and wow, it's really stuck there. Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to pull it out from this side. Let's try and undo the clips from this side. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh no, I don't know if we can get these clips out. Let's see. No, not really. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I don't think we can get these clips out. Most likely it has to swing open that way. So we're gonna have to find a way to pop these two clips back here out. They are somewhat stuck. So we got these other two out already. Oops, did this one reclip itself? Yeah, that's tough. Okay, I'm gonna try now with a different tool. Let's try with my thin metal pry tool to get it in there. I'm gonna go in between here and see if I can get that in. Nope, that's really tough. Let's see, let's try with a stronger flathead screwdriver. Okay, you will want to use a thin one though, of course. So I think we already got these. Let's double check this. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's the easy way to do it. You get the flathead in there sideways at an angle, and then as you rotate it, here you go, it unlatches that. I'm gonna go over here, same thing, get that tool in there. You can try it with the plastic tool. I don't know if that will fit. Let's see. Because some people don't like using metal tools because it can scratch it, but here you can see it doesn't work. So you have to use kind of a small flathead screwdriver, get that in there, and then you just twist that. Okay, why is this one so much more difficult to get underneath? There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got those. Did this one reclip itself? I think it did. So we're gonna again pull that, and you can see it unclipped. It still feels like it's clipped here. Oh, they have a warranty sticker on here, so warranty sticker here. So no refunds or returns if label is tampered with. But sorry, we do have to take this out, so this warranty is going to be voided. I don't know if there's a way to, I don't think there's a way to remove that without damaging that label. No wonder why this one was so much more difficult to work on than other ones I've worked on in the past. Let's see, can I get this label out? Okay, this is kind of working, it looks like. So I'm trying to get underneath this without getting the sticker messed up. Okay. It's probably going to get messed up eventually, but we'll see. Alright, so there we go. We're going to go ahead and take out that screw as well. Okay, so we got that. Let's undo this screw. Alright, there we go. I could probably just even leave that screw undone like that, so that way next time in the future it doesn't need to be removed. But there we go. Okay, let's go ahead now and hopefully pull this thing up. I think I might have accidentally clipped those clips back down, so okay, let's go back to the flathead screwdriver and pop those back out again. Okay, that's out. This one's the one that popped back in. Okay. Wow, this one is tough. There we go. Okay, now that we're getting that, let's go ahead and pull this up again, and there we go. Okay, so that was the problem. We were missing one screw under there, so we're gonna now wiggle this around as we lift it. Okay. Oh, why is it stuck? Is there tape on it? What is going on here? So that's weird. Okay, I don't know why that's stuck. Let's see if this screw is somehow holding. No. What is holding this? One of those clips? Somehow, okay, somehow one of these clips came out, so, but anyways, there we go. Okay, there's definitely something stuck with this fan, so I'm going to have to see if this can be cleaned out or if I'm going to have to replace it or repair this fan. So what I'm going to do now, to replace the hard drive or the SSD, you don't actually have to disconnect this internal battery. There's an internal battery here, but if you're going to mess with the LCD LVDS connector, this one, you want to make sure disconnect the internal battery as well, and then open the computer, press and hold the power button for about 15 seconds. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the RAM. Pull those two tabs to the side. You can see it's an 8 gig stick, PC4 2400T. All right, so there you go. That's the RAM. If you want, you can get any PC4 2400T. You can get two 16 gig sticks if you want. But for most people, 16 gigs is already way more than enough. So if that's what came with your computer, probably don't need to worry about it. The SSD is a special type, it seems. It's not a standard one. All right, let's go ahead and remove this. Actually, I should zoom in a bit. Oh, and the internal battery, if you need to replace that, is right here. So they have this model number here as well. But again, you can just search for the T480 model number, but there, hopefully you can read those model numbers if you want to search for it. Okay, let's go ahead and take this SSD out. So we flip this metal latch up. We're gonna pull this back to disconnect it, and then to remove it, there's this push tab. So push that, and then you can go ahead and lift this whole thing out. And this looks like an M.2 PCIe NVMe. All right, I don't want to mess around with this, but it looks pretty simple. There's two screws right here, sorry. Then you can remove this metal plate. Then there's one screw back here holding the SSD in place. And then after that, it's basically like every other M.2 SSD. The SSD will pop up slightly, and then you just pull it out just like the RAM, and then you can put a new one. If you're upgrading the SSD, you want to actually clone this SSD to the new one before swapping it. Otherwise, you won't have the operating system and all your data. So keep that in mind. If you're doing a clean install, you can go ahead and put the SSD in here and then install from the USB. You can install Windows from the USB. But this is an M.2 PCIe NVMe, just in case you wanted to know. I don't know if you can use the SATA types, but the M.2 ones are faster anyway, so I don't know why you would want to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and put this back in. I might have to flip this upside down. It's hard for me to see from this angle. So let's see here. Okay. So you can get this. You use the pull tab to get it into place, and then pull it in place, and then flip that latch down. It should latch into place. Okay. So you got the BIOS RTC, real-time clock, whatever you want to call it, Cmos battery here. It's held in place with this connector. You kind of just wiggle this and pull it out. I'm going to leave that in place. All right. What else do we got here? So got that, the battery I already showed. You got the speaker here that connects up here, and both speakers are connected by this wire that runs along the bottom to this other speaker. Okay, there's a slot here for... Usually this is for like a WAN, WAN adapter. And then you got the wireless adapter here. These antennas can sometimes be fragile, so you want to be very careful, but basically you pull up from the tail of the antennas. I have a lot of videos where I show how to remove these, so if you want to learn how to remove the wireless card or the antennas, please take a look at those other videos. There's also this cable here that goes into the screen. So again, if you're going to mess with cables that go into the screen, you do want to disconnect the internal battery as well. Open the computer and press and hold the power button for about 15 seconds to make sure that you don't damage your computer. This laptop also has water drains here. So through here, the water drains out of the laptop and goes through the bottom cover here. So if you spill water or something in your computer, you don't want to flip this one upside down, because if you do, the liquid that goes here will splash over and then go into this. So you do want to just leave it right side up. This is the little button that I was showing on the back cover, where there's the hole for the reset. So if you press that 15 seconds, that will basically somewhat be like a BIOS CMOS reset. All right. So I'm not sure what these other connectors are here that are underneath that are connected. I'm not going to pull everything out. So if you want to check, you can probably look for the keyboard assembly or something. Most likely this is the fingerprint sensor. I think this is actually, either this is the power button or the fingerprint sensor. Then you got two other cables here. Actually, what was under here? Okay, so we got two going over this way. So I'm not sure where this one's going to. This looks like it's the trackpad. Since this is going underneath the motherboard, that might actually be the fingerprint sensor. So let's, yeah, I think that might be the fingerprint sensor. I don't think it's the center track point connector. They also have two other connectors here that I'm not sure what they're for. But that's pretty much all I see inside here. So now I'm going to just try and clean up this fan and see if I can get it spinning okay. I do see some gunk inside the fan here. So I'm going to try just brushing this off and then blowing air through it to try and clear it out. See if I can get the fan cleaned up to where it spins freely, because I do feel it's getting caught on something. I can actually pick this stuff out, whatever this stuff is. I don't know. It seems like food or something. So, I don't know. I don't think it's connected to anything. I might have to take a closer look, but I don't think it can be connected to anything because it just spins freely. So maybe this little brown thing is actually what's causing it to not be able to spin. It's getting caught somewhere. So let me try and get that out. I'm just using a needle to do this. Wow, that thing is like stuck in there really hard. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick this thing out. Anyways, there's not really much else to this video that I'm going to show, because the main issue the customer had was with the fan, and I don't want to mess with other components that could get damaged even worse. Let me try with a flathead screwdriver because I have a little bit more leverage and strength with that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's stuck in there real good. Okay. Nope, it's still getting caught on something here, so I'm not sure what it's getting caught on. Maybe it's... Okay, if I lift this up, it works a bit better. So maybe there's some pressure on this holding it down. So that's kind of weird. I'm going to try and bend this up slightly, actually. And maybe that is the problem. So I'm going to hold the fan down, and I'm going to use this to kind of pull up the metal. So what we want to do is raise these parts of the metal here. All right. Just like that. You want to be careful not to bend those heat pipes down. Okay. All right, and the last one. I'm pulling up. Make sure you're not prying it and pushing down this side. And it's actually spinning a lot better now. So I'm going to try and clean this thing up, and then we'll see. But it looks like that might have fixed it. We'll clean this dust up. Okay. I'm going to blow the dust out of here and see if I can scrape the rest of this out. And then we're going to go ahead and reassemble it. And hopefully that is all, and it'll fix the problem. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. So I cleaned it out. I'm going to try and pull this up just a little bit more just in case. But it does seem like it's okay now, as you can see. I don't know about this thing that's stuck in there, but let me see if I can clean it a little bit more. Oop, my cat's jumping all over the place back here. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is that's stuck in here, but it's stuck really bad, so I'm probably just gonna leave it. It doesn't seem like it's affecting anything. It might be throwing the balance off. I'm a little worried, but actually spins just fine, no issue. As long as this thing doesn't get pushed all the way down in, it looks okay. So I think what needs to happen, there needs to be some parts that raise this area of the fan, so that way nothing can push down on here. I'm gonna again try and pull this up a little bit more just to be safe. Okay, just like that. Okay, and last side. Okay, so I think it should be good. Spins no problem. I'm going to see about just rolling pieces of tape and sticking it here, so that way it can actually press against that if it does stick up. You can actually put like pieces of this. So I'm going to cut pieces of this and then use some tape to hold it in place. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some pieces of this popsicle stick. Let me actually, let's see. I'm going to get some double-sided tape here. Okay. And then let's go ahead and see about sticking that on. Wait, this is the wrong tape. I need to find, what happened to my other bag of double-sided tape? Let me go find my tape and I'll be back. Alright, I found the tape I needed, so let's go ahead and cut these pieces of popsicle stick. Okay. Wow, it explodes into pieces, so let's see. Maybe I should put the tape on it first. Okay, where's the end? Alright, so I'm going to put this tape on it first. That should be good. Okay. So we're just going to get this tape and stick it onto the popsicle stick here. Alright, and hopefully I can actually cut through this with this. This isn't designed for cutting this kind of thing, but let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this. Oh, that works perfectly. Alright. Okay, and two more. Okay, so we cut this thing up. We have these pieces here, so let's go ahead now and just break or pull off this adhesive protection coating. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the outside here, so that way when the cover goes on top, it's basically going to press on the outside of the fan, so there's no chance that it will press that down. Okay, let's go ahead and peel this one off. Okay. Same thing, I'm going to put one over here. They actually already kind of have these raised metal bits, but it didn't seem to work, so that's why I'm adding these. Okay. Let's put this one over here. Oops. Another one. Just take that one over here. Okay. And then we need one more. The problem is, I don't think you can really protect that side, but let's see. This part is coming out a little bit. Okay, so we got this one, and we'll just stick this. This has a foam here to help keep the air in, but let's go ahead and put one here as well. Okay. All right, so hopefully that will be good. Let's go ahead now and put the bottom cover back on. Okay, that stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out again. All right, zoom out a bit more. Too much, too much. All right, let's go ahead and put the bottom cover back on. So the bottom cover, you just put back on with the bottom side down first, okay? Right, make sure it all locks into place. All right, once you get that, go ahead and tighten down the screw. Okay, there we go. Tighten this one. All right, and don't forget to push all these sides in as well. All right, this one you might have to push the plastic over that way to get it in, okay? Because of the way the clips are. There we go. Okay, that's in, that's in. Make sure those are all in. Good. Alright, get this screw. Okay, get this corner screw up there as well. And this corner screw as well. I'm going to actually peel up the sticker again, but let me go ahead and test the computer first to make sure everything looks okay. Slide the battery back in just like that. Alright, make sure these are in the locked position. Let's flip this over. Okay, and then let's go ahead and power it up. Okay, and the fan seems to be... Actually, the fan's not spinning right now. Either that or it's super quiet. It's not complaining, so I'm gonna try running a stress test on it just to make sure the fan is spinning properly. Okay, so let's go ahead and type the password here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the website Prime95. Let's wait for this to boot up. It's taking a while. No, we don't need Skype running. Did it not connect? It's still... Huh, is it having issues connecting? Let me try one more time. Okay, it connected now. So let's go ahead and open this up and go to the website Prime95. So we're going to be using the website or the program Prime95 in order to run the processor at max speed. I'm going to open this in a new tab because, oops, open a new window. Oh, wait. Okay, so Chrome doesn't like this, so I'm going to have to save the link address to, I'm just going to save it to the desktop so I have easy access to it. Okay, it's trying to discard it. I'm going to click the little arrow and say keep. All right, so let's go ahead and open this, close that. Probably not supposed to show what's on their computer, so let me move this out of the way. Start, open a new folder. I'm going to dump all the files from the Prime95 into that new folder because it's in a zipped file. Okay, close that. Okay, I just deleted it. All right, so we're gonna, oops, let me open this all the way. Let's gonna open Prime95 here. Just stress testing, okay. I like to do the maximum power, heat, and CPU stress. We'll run that. And hopefully the fan will start spinning real soon because it's running at max power. So right now, nothing's happening with the fan, which is really strange. Yeah, that's really weird. Nothing's happening with the fan. I would have thought immediately the fan would start spinning. So something is going on here. Oops, sorry. Fan's not spinning at all. The laptop doesn't feel like it's overheating, so that's a little bit weird too. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay, it's spinning now. I don't know if you can hear that. Fan sounds good. All right, there's no issues. If I push on the bottom, it can't even force it to stop, so we should be good to go. All right, so hopefully this video helped you guys. I'm gonna close Prime95. Prime95 runs in this little thing down here, so you have to open that by clicking that little arrow, then right click it and exit. But anyways, it looks good. So hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos. This is a customer's computer. I don't own these computers. So by the time you see this video, I likely won't have it to take more things apart. So please keep that in mind. This keyboard does actually come out from the top, it seems. So yeah, this keyboard actually looks to be replaceable as well, but I didn't take that out. So anyways, I'm gonna redo the screw down here because we confirmed everything looks good, and that should be it. So again, thanks for watching, and you're welcome to stay as I put this one screw back in, but other than that, we are good to go. All right, let's get this thing out. All right, let's get this screw back in here. There we go. Let's take that back down. All right, looks about perfect as you can get it. It does have like some weird bubbly texture to it, so you can tell that this was taken out. But anyways, hopefully it helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.